Tigers, I'm Bailey.
And I'm Kason.
Today is September 12th, National Hug and High Five Day. And this is your Morning Roar Sports Edition. Every Friday, we will have a Morning Roar Sports Edition to highlight our athletics department, hear from our coaches, and show you the highlights from the games.
Tonight is Game 2 of the 2025 season for the Norman High football team.
It's the home opener as Tigers welcome in Edmond Santa Fe.
Morning Roar Sports went out to practice and caught up with the big man himself, Coach Martin.
The Norman High football team started off the year 1-0 by beating their rivals, the Norman North Timberwolves, for the second consecutive year in Week 1, 19-13. NHS scored twice on both sides of the ball, both through the air on offense and then earning 2 safeties on defense. Next up for the Tigers, the 2025 home opener against the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves. NHS won the matchup with ESF last year, but that won't matter when they kick off tonight. Edmond Santa Fe enters the matchup winless, while the Tigers enter it undefeated, but you won't hear Coach Martin talking about records.
Coming off a win against our rival, I think the energy's been great. I thought the first 2 days of practice were great, preparing for Edmond Santa Fe, and so I think they're excited. We've got to control the line of scrimmage with our offensive and defensive line, and then obviously it's going to come down to effort and execution. I think just settling in. I think, in a rivalry game, Week 1, we miss in a number of areas where we won't be missing. I think we're going to see a lot of improvements at every single position, and so I think with each week we're going to get better and better, and so I just want to see improvements each week.
While we are excited for Game 2, we wanted to take one last look back at the big Crosstown Clash victory.
Mr. King joins us to highlight the player of the game and the play of the game.
Our player of the game from Norman High's 19-13 victory in the Crosstown Clash is senior wide receiver Crew Knowles. Knowles was all over the stat sheet. He led the team with 6 receptions for 56 yards and a touchdown, ran the ball 5 times for 22 yards, and even threw a 7-yard touchdown. Your player of the game from Week 1, Crew Knowles. In the fourth quarter of the High North game, the Tigers were holding on to a slim 4-point lead. Norman North had the ball deep in their own territory. On a routine dropback, it was the NHS defense that sealed the victory. Jaden Spencer sacked Nash Henry in the Timberwolves end zone for a safety. 2 more points for the Orange and Black, and another Crosstown Clash victory. Norman High would go on to beat Norman North 19-13.
NHS volleyball is red hot this season, sitting at 13-5 on the season. The girls are back in action in the Den, hosting Edmond Santa Fe Tuesday, September 16th at 6 p.m. Come out and root on the Lady Tigers to get the back in the win column.
Finally, we wrap up with the softball team. Morning Roar Sports was also at their game against Mustang.
Norman High softball pivoted from playing at North to hosting Mustang on Tuesday. Riley Hillis got the start in the circle. Here she is striking out a Bronco to keep them at 1 run. Hillis would pitch a complete game and give up only 6 hits and get 2 strikeouts. Bottom of the 4th, down 1, runner on 3rd. Schenkel hits it to second base, and they can't get her at first. Marcella Attar comes home, and that ties the game at 1. The Lady Tigers fought hard but fell against Mustang 4-1.
The softball team is back in action early next week, playing at Stillwater on Monday the 15th and hosting Shawnee on Tuesday the 16th. Both games at 6:30 p.m.
That's it for first Morning Roar Sports Edition. We hope you liked it, and there will be plenty more sports coverage this school year.
Teachers, coaches, and students, we want your ideas. If you want your team covered or a player profiled or highlights of your games on the Morning Roar, email Ryan King and Stephanie Pham or stop by the VRC.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all things Norman High and Norman High athletics.
Follow our Instagram at NHS Morning Roar. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Tiger. Roar!